In the midst of my deepest shame, I felt the weight of the world pressing down on me, leaving me breathless, but somehow still standing. Embarrassment is a feeling that clings to you like a shadow, no matter how hard you try to shake it off. In my most humbling moments, I realized that the fear of being judged often pales in comparison to the growth that comes from embracing vulnerability. It's strange how a single moment can make you feel like you've just fallen into a pit you may never climb out of. Every inch of my body burned with the sting of humiliation, but in that painful silence, I discovered a new strength within myself. The hardest part about embarrassment is not just the fall, but the silence that follows as you wait for others to judge or console you. Sometimes the most humbling experiences become the seeds for the most beautiful transformations. In those moments of complete embarrassment, we often realize how little the opinions of others truly matter in the grand scheme of our lives. Embarrassment is not a punishment, it is a lesson in self-compassion and humility. When you're overwhelmed with shame, it's easy to forget that every person around you has felt that same rush of vulnerability. Embarrassment doesn't define you. It's simply a fleeting moment that passes, leaving you with lessons that shape who you become. In the aftermath of feeling humiliated, I found that the only thing truly worth holding on to was my own self-worth. It's incredible how quickly your mind shifts from embarrassment to self-reflection, questioning everything and learning from the experience. Embarrassment is a temporary feeling, but the lessons it brings can last a lifetime if you choose to learn from them. The worst part of embarrassment isn't the mistake, but the fear of never being able to recover from it. When your heart races with shame, remember that everyone has felt this way. You're not alone in your vulnerability. I never imagined that a moment of pure embarrassment could lead to such profound self-awareness. That awkward silence after a blunder, it's like a heavy weight on your chest, a reminder that every mistake leaves an echo. Embarrassment strips you bare, leaving only the truth of who you are beneath the surface. In my darkest, most embarrassing moment, I found the courage to rise, proving to myself that nothing can define my worth except for me. There's a painful beauty in the aftermath of embarrassment, an opportunity to rise and rebuild with a stronger foundation. Embarrassment can be a mirror, reflecting parts of ourselves we'd rather not see, but also showing us where we need to grow. After an embarrassing moment, I realized that self-compassion was the one thing that could heal my bruised ego. Feeling embarrassed is like being caught in a storm, But remember, storms always pass. The hardest part about embarrassment is not just the immediate fallout, but the lingering doubt that creeps in afterward. Embarrassment is a reminder that we are human, that we make mistakes, and that it's okay to fall as long as we rise again. It's in those moments of vulnerability that we often find our true selves, when we let go of pride and embrace humility. Embarrassment leaves you feeling exposed, but it's the exposure that allows you to heal and grow. When you're embarrassed, it feels like your world is crumbling, but time has a way of healing even the most painful moments. Embarrassment can shatter your confidence, but it's in the aftermath that you find the courage to rebuild it. The sting of embarrassment fades with time, but the lessons it teaches you remain engraved in your heart. In the most awkward, embarrassing moments, I learned that self-acceptance is the key to unlocking peace. Embarrassment is a thief that steals your confidence in the moment, but with time, it returns even greater wisdom. At my lowest point of embarrassment, I realized that it was my response to it, not the event itself, that would shape my future. Sometimes the most embarrassing moments are the ones that teach us the most about who we are and who we want to be. The true test of strength comes not in avoiding embarrassment, but in embracing it and rising stronger afterward. In the silence of embarrassment, you hear the loudest voice, your inner strength urging you to stand tall again. Embarrassment can be a fire that burns away the insecurities, leaving you with a clearer, stronger version of yourself. I've never been more aware of my flaws than in moments of intense embarrassment, but those flaws are part of my story. Embarrassment makes you wish for the ground to swallow you whole, but when you rise again, you realize you're stronger for it. Embarrassment feels like an eternity in the moment, but with every passing second, it loses its power over you. In the throes of embarrassment, I discovered a deeper understanding of empathy for others and myself.